Hey, what's going on, everybody? It is Nick here, back with a brand new video. Today we're going to be discussing Bitcoin, XRP, and Hbar, and pretty much just going over the overall price chart as well as kind of like seeing price action as well, and pretty much coming to the conclusion on if this bull run is over or not. But before I jump into this video, I do want to do a quick shout out for Bill from Ballast is Distributing, and nonetheless, let's jump into this. So, first and foremost, right, we're breaking down below key levels. I mentioned previously that we would see 33.5K, right? And right now we are bouncing off of that level currently, and it is hard to tell where we are headed because we still need to watch for pretty much a lot of price action here because we are at this key support level. But the big thing to look at is the EMA, right? Because right now the EMA, if we were to try breaking it, would be at this $42,000 range, and that wouldn't even put us above it, right? Because a solid breaking point, which is my original target, is about 45K, right? So let's put that on the chart here. So from our current level up to that 45K mark, we would need about a 32% increase in price point. Now, a lot of people should know by now that that's not, too unrealistic, but the problem at hand right now is we're not seeing the volume flow in. We actually have more selling than buying right now happening, which could be from a lot of people taking profit from being, scared, fearful, whatever the case may be. Because even if we come over here to the fear and greed in crypto, we could actually see that right now we are in extreme fear, right? And honestly, I mentioned that we should be down into the teens on extreme fear. I mentioned that about, I don't know, I think it was like 3 to 4 days ago. I also said that we could be seeing 20 cents to even 18 cents on Hbar. And like I said, we are seeing a lot of this, structure actually happening where we're even seeing XRP, right? So I mentioned XRP, we could see that 70-cent range. We actually broke below my trend line, which pretty much told me that we're going to see much lower. I said 60 to 70 cents is not unrealistic to actually get a good buy-in because right now we are still seeing this play out. Right, we don't know what's going to happen until that 33.5K mark is hit and actually dropped below it. Because we are bouncing off of it a little bit. We are still ranging at about 34,000 down to that $33,600 level. So until this mark here is actually really hit, and it actually has to get moved down just a little bit, we'll keep it at 33,499. So until this level is breached, then we could pretty much do anything from here. We could pretty much bounce, or we could go lower. Now, in my opinion, I think that we will probably see much lower. I think that this $28,000 range up to 30K, this little zone here, is very possible. We are seeing a lot of sell pressure happening right now. And the big question is, are we in a bear run or a bull run? Because right now we could easily be in a bear market. But I do want to say, if we come back here, because the structure right now that we're seeing, right, is we're pretty much breaking down to key support levels. But if we come back to this March of 2020 zone, we reclaimed the EMA after a few days. So let me zoom in here and really get you guys that mark. 1 second. So if we look here, right, the breakdown below the EMA pretty much started on February 24th. That was a big key component to really seeing where we're going in terms of price action, right? And we tried to break above it here with this little swoop of a trade up. Now this little uptrend that we had was kind of us fighting against sell pressure, which ended up winning at the end of the day, as we see here. Now, if we look here and look at the dates, so it first started on February 24th, right? And we didn't reclaim the massive break of the EMA until about 37 days. So it took 37 days total, so 1 month and a week pretty much, of us to really regain traction there. Now, if we come back here to where we are currently, we see that the original breakdown period on Bitcoin started on pretty much the 12th of May, right? That was the big day that we got those liquidations coming in. Now, not a lot got liquidated on that day. Where we really seen liquidations happen was on the 19th of May, but it's still, this date here is very key. So say for so this last 37 days, right? that would put us to about the 18th of June, which is my original target, like I said, for a full recovery plan. I was mentioning, the middle of June seems like a good point for us to be really recovered at. Now, I'm seeing, we could see a lot of price action happening here. I mentioned on my Twitter, if we come back over here and we come to my media, so I posted two charts last night, right? Where is it? Here we go. So I posted these two charts last night, and I was saying, these are two very good possibilities that could happen, right? And I said, we could see us come down to this 19,000 to even 20K mark, which wouldn't be too surprising for me because that will really regains that massive demand zone from the pre-pump that we've seen. But in my opinion, I'm still expecting something like this to actually happen. Now, this would bring us to that EMA being broken, but it will take a little bit of time, right? That's why I'm saying, middle of June pretty much, because this little zigzag trade up and down pretty much is what we're expecting to see, in my opinion, because we are seeing a little bit of that happening right now if we kind of look at this, right? And I'm not going to say, hey, we're out of the water. You don't need to be like fearful or anything like that, because trust me, I'm pretty sure almost everybody in this game right now is kind of worrisome. They don't know what's going to happen. You do have a lot of influencers kind of spewing, saying, hey, this dip is nothing, just keep buying, it's okay. And like I said, I'm still accumulating Hbar regardless, but the thing is that you really got to be safe with it. I'm accumulating long term, not short term. If you're short term right now, I could probably bet that you're either very scared or you're probably completely out of the market, right? But if you are long in this game, you probably aren't too worried or scared, because you know what's going to happen after the fact, right? Because I'm still expecting us to be in a full bull run, right? I don't think that we're out of the bull run. We didn't accumulate for 4 years, like I said, to have a 5-month bull run. I still am expecting a full bounce from here, and I know that a lot of people are still saying, we're still seeing, this recovery plan for like 3 months, right? They don't expect us to be fully recovered until like pretty much the end of the year. But for me personally, this game plans, you can't really follow a game plan here, right? Because we could recover at the rate that we dropped as well. It could only take, for an example, because this dip only lasted so far to really get to these key levels, it only took us about a week, right? In a week, price could change drastically. A tweet could come out or something like that, but I don't want us, to have a tweet that pushes us to the upside, because that would ensue a pretty much false bottom and also a false structure, right? I want us to fully recover here. I want us to trade in that upward trend and get past this EMA to really break that $45,000 range. That will put us back into the upward pattern that we want to be, right? That's where we claim $64,900 or pretty much the all-time high, right? And go into price discovery again into where we hit those nice, large targets, right? But we still have to watch PA. And I'm not saying, hey, go buy pretty much all your alts, spend all the money right now, buy in because we have amazing, buys, right? Because we still have to see, are we going to go lower? Are we crashing right now? What's happening with the market? Should I be fearful and should I be selling right now, right? Because that's what everybody wants to know. Should I sell? And me personally, I am not selling. I will never, pretty much stray you guys the wrong way here. Because trust me, I feel your pain. I am not rich. I'm not a millionaire or anything like that. I'm just an average person, just like anybody else in this game, right? Don't put influencers on a pedestal. And I'm not considering myself an influencer overall. I'm here to pretty much tell you guys the inside scoop and pretty much tell you what my overall opinion is. My opinion right now is we are still in a recovery zone. We are still pretty much hitting support levels, right? I mentioned that this support level here at that $33,500 mark is massive for us to hit, right? And we currently did hit it. And if we come over here to, let me see, 1 second. If we come over here, right, we've seen $33,650 hit pretty much perfectly, and now we are bouncing a little bit. What I would like to see is us regain support back at 35K and continue that upward trend, like I said here, right? Because we're hitting this, accumulation zone, right? This redistribution zone, pretty much. We want this to hold, especially if we are a bull, right? We are pretty much all bulls here. I mean, unless there's somebody watching my videos that wants Bitcoin down at 20K and wants to buy, awesome. But nonetheless, if we are all bulls here, we want this level to hold at that 33.6, almost, I would say 33.5, right? We would want that level to hold because that means we pretty much regain traction. We get rejected at that 37.5K level, which is totally fine, to retest that 35K level before ranging higher, which I believe is what we are seeing here. Now, of course, we got to watch out for Monday, right? Because we know Mondays are bloody days. We know that they're pretty much the worst days for crypto. Saturdays, the weekend's usually pretty good, but we are not seeing that happening right now, right? We're seeing a really bad weekend happening. It's totally fine. What I would like to see is a daily close over 35K. I don't know if we're going to see that today, but if we do get a close over 35K, I will flip full bullish, right? Because right now, we still have to keep in the back of our mind, hey, we could be headed down to 28K because 28K is still a decent target to bounce off of. Now, me personally, I don't want to see 28K. I think if we see 28K, we probably lose most support and range lower down to this $19,000 range where we could see 18 to 20K on Bitcoin, where a lot of people will most likely panic sell. But like I said, we also have to watch out for the fear and greed index. I can pretty much almost guarantee you guys in 4 hours, almost 5 hours, that this level here will most likely be lower at about almost 10 on the index, right? But me personally, I'm watching Bitcoin closely here because we could either see a full bounce or we could fully lose support at that 33.5K level and range a lot lower. Now, I do want to stress the fact that I am not uploading these videos at exactly the time that I'm recording them. So I will say right now, price could extremely change by the time that this video is fully uploaded for you guys. So please be aware. And if you guys do want live updates from me, you guys could join the Discord down in the description below for free. It's absolutely free. I'm not charging anybody. And you guys could also follow me on Twitter for even quicker updates. But right now, we are seeing 34K being almost lost. We did see us touch that 33.6K level. I'm expecting us to bounce here, right? I'm expecting us to bounce off of that 33.5K level. But if that level is broken, I'm also telling you guys that we could see that 28K mark. If 28K is fully lost, I would not be surprised if we see 18K to 20K on Bitcoin. Right now, we are seeing a massive sell-off point. It's very hard to see where we're headed because we have not reclaimed the EMA, so we could trade in this chop area for a while, or we could hit that 30K bottom and bounce off of this 30K bottom before headed to 28K. But we need to really watch here because I was expecting us to break that 42K mark back here on the 26th of May. That didn't happen. We actually got rejected from 41K multiple times, as I mentioned in my video, or in my Discord, sorry. And, you know, right now we are seeing what came about that. So I was pretty much telling people, you know, it wouldn't be too bad of an idea to take some profit here while we kind of recovered a bit so that you could get some better entries down here in this little dip that we're seeing. Now, I know a lot of people will say, you know, this isn't a little dip. It is, we're down like almost over 5% overall from this top here. I think it's actually a little bit over 5% if we look here. Yeah, so it's almost like 20% that we're down, which is a massive amount. So, you know, we really just got to watch PA play out here. We already know our targets. We already know where we're going in terms of technicals. We really need to reclaim this EMA. If we don't reclaim this EMA, you know, it could take, yeah, like I said, it could take a month or two, right? But for me personally, I'm seeing a recovery plan within, you know, if we look here, 37 days. So from our current price, it would take 20 days to really reclaim that support area, break over that EMA. So, you know, we could see something like, you know, us bouncing off this support, kind of trading in that chop area, like I said, before really, you know, breaking above these levels here. Now, of course, you know, drawing lines and squiggles isn't really the way to do it. We really just got to watch what happens here because, you know, if we break below that level, like I said, we could range a lot lower. We could see some juicy buys. Like I was saying, you know, 18 cents could be a perfect buy zone for, you know, Hbar. And a lot of people are still getting impatient with Hbar. I'm seeing a lot of people message me saying, hey, $1 right now is pretty much speculative on Hbar. Hey, people will say what they will. Like I said, we already did the research on Hbar. We know what we hold. This is a massive hold for me. XRP as well. I pretty much buy anything under, you know, 80 cents. So 70 cents to 60 cents would be a gift in my opinion. 15 cents to 18 cents would be a gift on Hbar, but right now we really just got to watch PA play out, because right now we're still ranging lower, and we are pretty much on the cusp of 33.5k, so a break below it could really push us lower, so we really just got to watch it. But anyways, guys, I figured I would give you guys a quick update, kind of try to get you guys to a little bit of a calm state. Like I said, we really just got to watch and see what happens here. I'm hoping for a bounce. If you guys are a bull, you would hope for a bounce here as well. But right now, price action looks horrible. There's a ton of sell pressure, so we really just got to watch and see what happens. A lot of people are fearful, so that could be a reasoning for us ranging a lot lower. There's a lot of speculation going on in the market. We did get some really bad news today in terms of, hey, we're going to get pretty much capitalized gains where we get those 40+% taxes on capital gains, which is massive. So we could be seeing a lot of people pull their money for tax write-offs at a loss before they re-enter and pretty much make their gain. So it's hard to say what's going to happen here. But anyways, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys do want more updates, like I said, I already mentioned, you guys could join the Discord for free and also follow me on Twitter. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. Nonetheless, please leave a like, subscribe, and turn notifications on if you guys did enjoy this video. This has been Nick. I hope that you guys have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out.